Well, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hoping all is well. Hoping all is well. Welcome, guys, to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome on back. Welcome on back. Guys, my name is Sharon. My channel name is Sharina Belly. I'll answer to either or. Listen, guys, gonna be brief here. Last famous words, right? Okay, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Anywho, I'm uploading this video a little late. Had a long day, guys. Had a long day. Had to go and see a specialist today. This is you see the little bandage here. Oh, they had me bandaged from almost head to toe. But anyway, had to go see it, my doctor, and I spent so many hours there. It was unreal, but I made it home. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cause guys, I was feeling away. Because I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but when you have to go to a specialist, your primary caregiver or whomever would tell you a little bit what to be expected. Then when you get to the place and it's somebody else coming up to you, and it's like the first set of folks done left out a whole set of other things to have told you. And I'm like, well, because as the lady was talking to me, the lady who came into the room just to, get me to sign the consent, because, they ain't going to accept no blame for nothing if something go wrong. But I don't just go and happily sign stuff. I need to read. And I need to get an understanding of what I'm signing. So she talking and talking. I'm like, no, let me just read. And, but she still had to throw her little stuff out there. She had a job to do and, she was aiming to do it. So, but I was aiming to do my reading as well, But one of the things that she, said, because she was going over some of the things that could happen during the procedure and everything. And then she was like, I heard the word death, and I'm like, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, not signing nothing. I heard that there's a video that I can watch to see how this procedure is conducted. I need to see that. Also, I need to finish reading. So I didn't care if they got a little huffy about it, because they just want to go and get their job done. No, but you got my life in your hands, so I'm going to need to take this will. Or, well, I ain't got the will. Almighty got the will. But, listen, I'm going to try to do what he's saying. All you get understanding. So I need to get some understanding of what you people up in here about to do. Because some people... because I was at a different hospital than what my regular hospital is. Because my regular hospital, they don't do the procedure there. So, they asked me if I wanted to go to another hospital. I'm like, yes. And I chose a hospital that I was comfortable with. Because some hospitals, like I told I be in there clowning too, guys. I said, now, certain hospitals I can't go into because as them doctors walking towards me, I can almost visualize them with a scalpel in their hand ready to cut something open. So I still clear those hospitals. So I chose a hospital and everything. But, sometimes they don't tell you everything. At the hospital with my primary caregiver, that they told me some things, but then when I got to the other hospital and they was going down their list of things, I'm like, well, why wouldn't the other hospital know this, know these things or whatever have you? That's why it's always good. You got to read, guys. You got to read before you sign on the dotted line, because these people push all these papers in front of you, and you don't know what you done signed, and you done signed your life away. You know what I mean? So you got to take the time to do that for yourself, because I'm telling you, I don't know what's it all about, but, just trust me. I know some of you already is aware of this. Some of you probably do it as well as I, myself doing it. You got to read everything. You got to get clarity. You got to get understanding what these people fixing to do. Now, I told you guys on another video that I had I had quite a few appointments and things, but I only told you about really about the mammogram. But I mentioned in that video that I was, it was something else going on, but I didn't elaborate on to that, something else. So I guess I can share a little bit now. And what it was, some time ago, I told you guys, I did do a video when I was in the ER. And the reason why I had to go to the ER, and I don't know if I shared that with you guys, I don't think I did. I may have, but I don't recall sharing that information. But I was experiencing shortness of breath. And it was quite scary. That was the first time that had ever happened to me. I know I'm getting up in age, but that was really, really scary to have experienced that. Because, I was actually gasping for air. I was literally trying to, and my daughter, she don't live too far from me, but she lived far enough. It's not walking distance. But when I tell you that young lady was at my house and it seemed like 3 minutes, and she was up these steps. My daughter don't do steps like, because she a plus size girl too. She get it from her mama. She got a little junk in the trunk. And she got it, honestly. But when I tell you that chick flew up them steps, and she was like, Ma, this, that, and the other, Ma. Well, see, I need to stay calm, because if I get kind of, like, really, really up there, I'm not good to myself. So, and I'm like, I try to be like that when it's somebody else going through something. I try to be calm, because if you're not as calm as you can be, some stuff ain't going to be done properly. So, but I knew one thing. I went in that bathroom, got in that water. I had to. I did a bird bath, guys, but I had to. I wasn't about to go out this house. Had not put water on where So I did that, and I think that frustrated my daughter. But anyway, a long story short, we got through that, got there, they treated me. That was at the ER. That was a couple of months ago. And I'm thankful and prayerfully thankful that I have not experienced that from that day to this one. They pumped me full of steroids. They gave me the albuterol to bring home. And I've only used that albuterol one other time. Since, well, the second one that they gave me, because the first one I went through it. Pretty much used it up. And the second one that they gave me, I think my doctor had wrote that prescription up, because the first one I got was from the ER. The second one I got was from my primary caregiver. Anyway, guys, I'm going on and on. But I was trying to give you a little bit of backstory. But anyway, today I had to go and see a cardiologist. Is that how you put it? I'm not sure. The heart doctor, guys. The heart doctor. I know it's got to do with the cardiac doctor. But anyway, it's another word that I was trying to get, and it's just not coming out my mouth right. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So, because after that emergency room visit, I, you know how they tell you to follow up with your primary. So I did that. So my primary caregiver, she suggested I do a stress test. I went to get that done. This was some weeks ago. I did that, and they wouldn't even let me do the stress test, because when they was doing the echogram, when they was just looking at my heart and taking pictures and everything, the guy, he wouldn't even come back in the room. He sent the woman in the room to tell me that, the nurse in the room to tell me that we're not going to go forward with the stress test, which consisted of me getting on a treadmill that was going to be, the incline was going to be a little steep. I'm like, well, I don't know about all that, baby, because that's not what they told me. They told me the stress test was consisted of me sitting in a chair and pedaling like I'm pedaling a bike, you know. They never told me nothing about getting on the daggone treadmill, which I'm not a stranger to treadmills. But then he said the thing was going to be at a steep incline. I'm like, well, do you not see what's happening up here? I don't know how steep you think I can go, but we'll see. But anyway, it didn't never happen because, like I said, he left the room after he finished doing what he was doing, taking pictures of my heart and everything. And he sent the nurse in, and she was the one who told me that they were not going to put me through that because it would have been too much stress on my heart. So, whoo, gosh, it's been it's been quite the adventure, but you know, but for Almighty. So anyway, to make a long story kind of shorter, my primary caregiver suggested I go to see this heart doctor that's inside of the hospital where I normally go. So I went there, and that doctor there examined me and suggested I go to this other hospital where I went today. So they had to go into an artery, which is why the bandage is here. Listen, it was so messy. I was so it was people just all over top of me. I mean, it was just people pushing things here, putting them sticky things. I had to get a line here, you know, put the IV in there. I didn't get this done until I went to the actual procedure room. But before I got this done, they were all over me. I'm like, well, what is going on? And then my anxiety kind of kicked in, you know. And I felt the tear drop. And I'm like, okay, I got to get up out of this mood quickly. Because I'm always praying, guys. And I got to put my money where my mouth at. You know what I mean? Like, nothing going to happen to me today that me and the Lord can't handle. Well, actually, he don't need my help. He good all by himself. So, but I just wanted to break the ice. I needed to get some laughter going on within my own self. And then I had the nurses laughing, too. I mean, I'm always clowning around saying something to, you know, I want a harmonious atmosphere, you know what I mean? Because people could have bad days, having a bad day, and they in there doing stuff to you and don't want to be there, and they mad with the world. So I need to get that mood a little, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's just the way my mind ticks, guys. But, so I'm in there cracking little jokes and things. I'm like, is it raining in here? Because I had a little tear drop, you know. Because my mind was playing overtime. You know, we fear the unknown. Which we shouldn't, because God don't give us that spirit of fear. That spirit of fear comes from none other than that lower self of ours, you know. That daggone devil is where that spirit of fear comes from. So, but I had to do whatever I had to do to, you know, and I had nurses. They were so great up in there, and I told them so. One lady had actually got on my nerves. I ain't proud to say, but I said some things to her, but then I realized I was saying things out of my little anxiety, but I made that thing right. I went now. Well, they found her because I told them I told the other females who was, my nurses and things, I needed to apologize. See, and one thing about me is when I know I'm wrong about something, and I wasn't really wrong per se, but I could have handled the situation a lot better. And I was taking my anxiety out on her, and it was like she could do no right. And it wasn't her. She was doing her job. But it was just me and my anxiety because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I didn't know what they were going to be doing. It was like women. It was like they were everywhere. People was everywhere doing all this, doing that. They was on my feet. They was it was everywhere but at the top of my head. And then my anxiety just kind of kicked in. And I'm like, Lord, what is this? So anyway, by the time she came around, she just caught a bad side of me. But I believe in making wrongs right when you can. And I did that before I left that hospital. She thanked me for it. The nurses in them said that I was a delight because I told them I'm not normally a grumpy person, but not knowing what was coming at me, it just had me just in a frenzy of a place. But this is why you're getting this video kind of late tonight, because I've had such a busy day today. I would have blogged it if I could, but it was just too much happening. It was too much happening, and it was all kind of simultaneously. I mean, it was just stuff. I mean, y'all know how it is when you go to the hospital and you got to have these procedures and you got people here, there, and everywhere. I mean, I had to strip bare naked like I came into this world. I had to, and then I tried to keep my undies on. She said, oh, no, you got to, because we're going to have to prep you in your groin area. I'm like, what? I was like, oh. Y'all remember that commercial? Calgon, take me away. I was a mess. But what they did is, and then I'm going to get off of here because I'm going too long. They went into my artery here. They had to shoot some dye, and what they was trying to see is to see if there was blockage. And then I'm like, what you say? I say the devil is a liar, and the truth ain't in him. I ain't claiming none of that. And see, I guess that's why people like me, because when I say things, I try to be comical. Like I said, I want the atmosphere. I don't want nobody having a bad day sitting around trying to work on me, you know what I mean? Because I done had stuff like that happen in the past. A nurse come in the hospital trying to put a line in me with the lights off. I'm like, miss, if you don't get up off of me, and you done had a bad day, stay away from me. So I'll say little stuff to try to brighten up their little, brighten up their little world for a few minutes, at least until, But anyway, so they went into the artery and they shot the dye in. And the dye, it goes and lets them know if any arteries are clogged up. And praise be to God. Praise be to God. They told me nothing was clogged. Nothing was clogged. So, but we still got to figure out what caused that shortness of breath. And like I said, I haven't experienced that again since that first time. But you know how doctors is. They want to poke and prod until they try to get to the bottom of whatever, But I'm like, Lord, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Because like I said, I was so nervous, guys. Because some people was telling me the procedure was going to take 45 minutes. Somebody else said an hour. Then one lady who came up in there, keeping it real, she said, Miss Robinson, she said the procedure going to take 5 minutes. We tell people 45 minutes, so when it's over in 5 minutes, they're pleasantly surprised. I say, just don't surprise me. Just keep me, put me in the daggone where the truth at right from the onset. That's what I need to know. But anyway, a lot of things was coming into play. I had my daggone nerve just, on high, you hear me? But anyway, it came back negative. So now I got to go back to my regular hospital. in a couple of weeks and see the heart doctor over there. And I guess we're going to, go from there. But that's what's happening. I didn't want to say anything too soon. I wanted to wait. I knew you guys was going to be sending me prayers and things and good thoughts and good vibes. I knew it. They were already coming my way anyway. But I just wanted to wait. You know how sometimes people say, sometimes I can be really from the old school. I don't want to be jinxing nothing. So, some things you just kind of keep on the low until, you find out what's going on. And then you come back and you share it and all. So, but I don't approach everything like that. But this one, I just wanted to keep to myself and just, talk to the Heavenly Father about it, But anyway, guys, that's why this video is coming to you a little bit late. And I know you guys, so I'm going to thank you in advance. Because I know you guys will be sending prayers, and more prayers, well wishes. And I thank you in advance for doing that. Because I just know. I know some of you guys are just like that. And how do I know that? Because we be talking. And them calls, y'all be sending me them messages. And I know where your heart is. So I thank you for, even though we didn't talk about this situation, you were still, your love light was still coming my way. Put it that way, okay? Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so very much for watching the video. Please take care of yourself, guys. See you still out there. Take care of yourself, guys. Love yourself. Love someone else. I love you. Nothing you can do about it, guys. I'm going to get on out of here, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys are doing if you're still up. Because right now it's going on, well, it's not that late. It's about 10:30. But I know some of you probably are in the bed or whatever. But anyway, send me some comments. Y'all know it don't even matter. Just send them my way and we can shoot the breeze, Anyway, guys, again, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Welcome, welcome, welcome to those new subscribers. I keep getting new subscribers, and I welcome you and I thank you because you found that subscribe button and you did what I asked. You smashed it. So I'm going to ask those one who didn't find it yet, look for it. Look for that subscribe button. It's here, or here. It's somewhere. And just smash it. Smash. Do the smash-a-runa. There go my little quirky sense of humor again, guys. Anyway, thank you guys, one and all who subscribed. I thank you guys who's considering subscribing. I thank you if you've been here hanging out with me for a while. Thank you guys ever so much from the bottom of my heart. Until the next time I see you or you see me or however this thing go, almighty peace and blessings to you. Y'all take care.